Five Nights at Freddy's is a decade-long franchise that has gotten many fan games along the years, but nothing much like the one I found recently. The Return to Bloody Nights is an amazing FNAF fan game that is surprisingly undocumented. Well, from what I could find, anyway. However, I can't tell why. The game is undeniably fun with good story and great voice acting, so the reason this game's subreddit only has one post is beyond me. This game takes place in Fredbear's family diner on the grand reopening night, which is something I always wanted to see in the FNAF franchise for a very long time. How is it that of all 9 FNAF games we've gotten, absolutely none of them have been based off the original location where it all started? Luckily, this game gives an idea of what that would look like. It also covers the relationship and conversations between William Afton and Henry Emily. To put it briefly, they were the founders of the Fredbear's family diner. Enough briefing, let's get into it.
Hey, Henry.
William, it's good to hear your voice again. How have you been?
It's been a bit stressful, to be honest, but just busy with the new animatronic project. It's going really well, and I'm excited to finally open up my own restaurant.
Alright, so every night starts with a call. So I'll be recapping what happens in every one of them. In this call between Henry and William, Henry expresses his concern with the safety regarding the animatronics, to which a sane and collected William reassures him that safety is his #1 concern. The point of this call story-wise is to show, despite his future actions, William was at one point a man who only cared about entertaining others, and wasn't always a psycho murderer we know now.
Is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
No, that's all for now. Just keep me updated on the progress of the project, okay?
Will do, Henry. Talk to you soon.
Take care, William.
Okay, so I'll be honest, this game is great, but Monday not so much. They managed to capture the dreadfulness of a Monday shift with how boring this night was, since the animatronics barely moved. So instead of talking about the night too much, I'll tell you some basics. The office this game is located in is a pretty neat retro location with a ton of cool memorabilia, such as a plaque with William's name on it, a picture of William and his buddy Henry, and little Fredbear and Spring Bonnie bobbleheads. To your right and to your left, there are 2 mechanical doors. This setup seems like a complete upgrade to FNAF 1's door system, with the light button being replaced with a flashlight. And in front of you is a camera system which you can use to spot and stall animatronics by looking at them. Each night is 9 minutes long, which will become very obvious in tougher nights.
Hey, William. How's the progress of the new location coming?
Hey, Henry. Everything's going well. The animatronics are on track, and I'm confident about meeting our opening date.
That's good to hear. However, I need to emphasize that safety is our top priority.
In this call, Henry addresses his concerns regarding the pizzeria's safety as William grows agitated and tells Henry that everything is under control. Henry then brings up William's divorce, and he replies and tells Henry that his personal life has nothing to do with his business. This call sounds very bitter as William's life starts to degrade alongside his sanity. Unfortunately, we know things won't get better for him, and we can only watch as his sanity unfolds in front of us. Night 2 has some movement, however very little at that, with my second playthrough having Fredbear move only 2 times, although there is a new character introduced, but I use that word very lightly. The new character is a puppet that resides in a box. Unlike FNAF 2's Marionette, her job is to make sure you don't stay glued to cams, since she is located in your office. Shine your flashlight at her and she returns to her box. Unlike many other animatronics, she doesn't kill you when she gets out of her box. If she jump scares you, you'll get locked in place for a few seconds and she'll increase the difficulty of other animatronics. All in all, her gimmick does make the game pretty fun and changes it up, because otherwise you just be on cams all the time. So, pretty good character, honestly. And there's a little jingle sound that plays if she moves, but it only happens 50% of the time, so don't rely too much on it to go check at her.
Hello, William. How are you doing today?
Hello, Henry. I'm doing well, thank you for asking. How about yourself?
I'm doing alright. I wanted to touch base with you about something. I heard that some of the employees saw a preview of the new animatronics design, and they were a bit concerned that they looked a little too scary and robotic. What were your thoughts on that?
This call is more of a checkup on William, as he seems to be doing better. However, Henry informs him that employees find the new animatronics William's been working on a little scary. It's worth noting whenever the employees have an issue, they discuss it with Henry, perhaps as William doesn't seem all too well mentally. William admits to have started reading child psychology books to improve the restaurant's atmosphere. Nothing else of note.
I appreciate your concern. I'll try to take care of myself as well, and my work, too.
No problem, William. We'll talk again soon. Take care.
You too, Henry.
Much like FNAF 3, Night 3 is where it gets fun. The marionette starts to pop out more frequently. Fredbear and Spring Bonnie attack more often. This is your first real take of the game. So let's get into how the door system really works. To your right and to your left are two mechanically managed doors with dark hallways. Much like the first FNAF game, you have to shine your light for them to pop up. Be ready for it though, because it can easily startle you, causing for a slip. As tempting as it is, don't just keep both doors closed, as the generator can overheat quite easily. So keep tabs on your energy usage and let it cool off once in a while. Make sure not to forget about the puppet, as she's quite rambunctious tonight. You also get a sneak peek at two new animatronics that will be more present on
Hello, William. How are things going with the new restaurant?
Busy, but we're on track for a successful opening tomorrow.
Glad to hear it. And have you taken all the necessary safety measures?
Of course, I don't need anyone telling me how to run my business. And those employees who think otherwise can find work elsewhere.
William is fully down on life. His pessimistic view of people has overshadowed his want to entertain. His aggression towards family and friends has visibly increased as he tries to get a distance from his family, to fully concentrate on his restaurant. Henry tries his best to help, but his efforts are fruitless. William is too far gone.
Actually, I just wanted to say that I worry about you. I hope the restaurant's success will make you happy.
Thank you for your concern. I appreciate it, but I have no time for your pity. I'll talk to you soon.
The two new characters are named Fredbear 2.0 and Spring Bonnie 2.0. These names didn't stick with me on the first run, so I nicknamed them Talkbear and Shy Guy. The reason behind these names is Talkbear's main mechanic is he can only be seen through the hallway, and you can tell if he's close because he never stops talking. Contrary to the other animatronics, he isn't the fastest to attack. In fact, it's best to wait a few seconds when he's right at your doorway before closing the door, as he takes a while to attack. Talkbear has 3 stages. Stage 1, his voice is distant and quiet, and so is he. Stage 2, he gets closer and louder and lunges his arm at you. In Stage 3, he'll appear right in front of you at the doorway before ducking down. Shy Guy works much like Foxy did in FNAF 1. Fun fact, there was even a scrapped run animation that looks very similar to Foxy. My guess is his parts and services room would have worked like Foxy's Cove. However, now he just appears in front of the cam 8, and this is his new running animation.
calling to express my condolences. I can't even imagine what you're feeling right now.
Thank you, Henry. Without a doubt, this is a tragedy.
I'm sorry, William. If there's anything I can do...
It's too late for that. It's too late for everything.
I know. I've lost people too. I know what it feels like to feel that the world is coming to an end.
No, you don't. You have no idea what it's like to lose a child. You have a perfect life. You're a happy family. You don't know anything. You don't know how I feel right now.
William gets very bitter in this phone call. Henry tries to console William after his son was killed by an animatronic in the bite of 83, but William is much more concerned with getting revenge. Since Henry designed the animatronics, the mechanical parts anyway, William blames Henry. So his murder streak begins.
Just remember this. Every action has a consequence, and some consequences are more dire than others.
Nights 5 and 6 were very similar since nothing new was introduced, but they were the most fun of them all, so I'll let you watch how Saturday looked like so you could get a feel of it. Nights like these have a lot of constant threats, so going into cams is something I rarely got to do. The only cam usage I got was looking at cam 7 and 8, as they gave me an idea of where Fredbear and Spring Bonnie and the rest were, and to keep an eye on Shy Guy mostly. In between office puppet checks, I realized I never really talked about the knocks. Knocks happen when an animatronic leaves the doorway to signal that you can open the door. However, Fredbear and Talkbear have the same knock, so you can't tell if Talkbear left or Fredbear arrived for a second and left. However, Shy Guy has a very different knock. I'll let you watch how the rest of the day went by. Enjoy!
That sucks so hard.
The Return to Bloody Nights really was an enjoyable piece of art. I really hope I did the game justice in this video, as this is my first video I've ever made. There's still a lot to cover in this game that I haven't gotten to, so I plan on making a part 2 soon. So please subscribe and leave a like if you'd like to see that. And thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful night.